What's up, gamers? DreamcastGuy here, and today we're talking about PlayStation because Sony just announced that the newest big PS5 game, Concord, has just been shut down. Yeah, I know this is completely shocking to hear about, but I've been doing videos talking about the game. I played 80 hours of it, even though it's just so boring. I was trying to get the only platinum trophy. Well, now nobody will ever finish the game. It's actually being taken offline. They're doing mass refunds. I want to talk about this, but to be honest, right up front, I'm kind of freaking out because this has got to be the biggest PlayStation L of all time. Literally hundreds of millions of dollars down the drain instantly. And I gotta ask why, but let's get into it. Hi, hope you're having a great day. And if you could please give this video a like and subscribe if you haven't already. So I was kind of suspicious because we hadn't seen too many tweets and stuff from the official Concord account, which, yes, I'm probably one of the only people in the world that's actually following it. They kept tweeting out little updates here and there saying, yeah, we're working on some patches. When today they were like, yeah, we're going to take the servers offline for no big deal. Oh, wait, Firewalk Studios and Concord is getting yoinked. They're shutting it down. They're flat out taking it offline and giving full refunds to everybody. Now, I want to read the entire statement because, honestly, I cannot remember a time this happened. I mean, it's happened here and there from something like The Calling 2 or some MMORPGs that were extremely expensive to make and ended up flopping. But I've never seen a game from a first-party company like this. It's baffling because it didn't even last a month. The total sales of this are rumored to be about $25,000. $100 million spent to make the most bland shooter of all time for 25,000 sales. This is insane, but let me read the statement here. Okay, while many qualities of the experience managed to resonate with players, we recognize that other aspects of the game in our initial launch didn't land the way we intended. Now, it sounds like one of the biggest things that people hate, and I think it's a completely valid criticism, is the fact that the characters themselves just look boring. I mean, I've played 80 hours of this game. 80 hours. I've nearly got the platinum trophy. I've leveled up a bunch. I've played literally all 16 of the characters, and even I cannot remember their names. This guy's called like Lennox, and this guy's name is like Starchild, and then this lady's name is like Hurg. This is my main, and I can't remember her name. This game is so bland and forgettable that even the people that end up getting suckered into buying it are still not having a good time actually making memories. But therefore, at this time, we have decided to take the game offline beginning on September 6th and explore options, including those that will reach better players. So, the rumors of it going free to play are not a big shock. People have been talking about the fact that a game like this probably should not have had a price tag in the first place. A $40 upfront cost is not too incredibly outlandish. I mean, a lot of games have some sort of thing, but in this space specifically, a hero shooter, especially a bland hero shooter that's trying to mimic Guardians of the Galaxy's like quirkiness, that should have been free. At the very least, to get people enticed, do some sort of thing where, like, I don't know, 2 heroes a week are free and then $40 and you unlock everybody. They should have done something besides the only way to play is to pay. But look at this. We have determined the best path ahead. Concord sales will cease immediately, and we will begin to offer a full refund for all gamers who have purchased the game on PS5 or PC. If you purchase the game from PlayStation, from the PlayStation Store or PlayStation Direct, a refund will issued back for your original payment method. Customers who purchased from other digital storefronts will also be refunded. More information about Steam refunds can be found below. Now, this is bonkers. Here, I want to refresh this to see some of the replies. This just came out. I feel like the entire internet is still reacting to it, but I am blown away because not only is this just such an expensive failure, but I've made a couple of videos now actually talking about the fact that I think the bubble for live service games has undoubtedly popped. I feel like we're in this space where Genshin Impact is still successful, Fortnite is still successful, World of Warcraft just launched a new big giant expansion, but I think when it comes to new games breaking into this space, they're having a lot of difficulty. Like, of course, there are success stories like First Descendant and stuff, but at this point, if your game is not marketed a ton, if it doesn't have a bunch of influencers instantly on board, if it doesn't actually have incredibly tight gameplay and good graphics and cool microtransactions and a bunch of stuff to get people fully enticed instantly, you're going to flop no matter how much you actually spent on development and research and stuff like that. But the fact that this game flopped is still amazing to me because it's just such a bizarre Sony misstep. Now, according to leaked documents, the studio that made this is called Firewalk. I think you can see their little logo. No, okay, this is just like a clean image. But the studio that made it is called Firewalk. Firewalk apparently was working on this. Sony saw the prototype of Concord and said, "This is so promising, we want to own it forever." Like, apparently, this game was so mind-blowing, so enticing, they bought it for a PlayStation team immediately. And I'm so curious about what the heck they thought. Like, is this one of those times where Sony executives just thought of Overwatch money or Diablo money or just the Blizzard games as a service stuff and said, "Oh, we need that," and bought it instantly? Because this seems like such a critical failure. The biggest AAA publisher failure I've ever witnessed. This is insane. Sony, didn't you have a game called Concord? And it's the old, we made it up. God, every reply, look at this. 8 years to make this game is crazy. Game bombed faster than the Borderlands movie. Holy heck, it actually happened. It hasn't even been 2 weeks. I am so blown away because I played the game, and it is bad. It is not a good game, but it's not abysmally pathetic or anything like that. I made a video saying do not play Concord, but now, having had a chance to play 80 hours of it almost, oh God help me, the game is something that didn't deserve to succeed, but I never imagined it would flop in 2 weeks. There was a guy I was playing with a couple weeks ago. His name was Red Rum. Red Rum, if you happen to see this video, you said you watch all my videos. I got a chance to talk to him. Extremely nice guy, and he and I played a couple matches of this. And he said, yeah, the game is rough around the edges. Yeah, it's not great, but it's a good Zen experience. I'm going to keep playing it. I'm going to keep my headset on. I'm going to keep making friends in Concord, and hopefully I can platinum it before the game gets shut down. That was like 3 days ago, maybe like 5 days ago. It's weird that this game got down to 54 concurrent players just this last weekend. The gaming space is becoming incredibly crowded. As I record this, right before I started doing this video, I was editing my review for Space Marine 2. I'm also working on a big video for Astrobot. But my point is the fact that as the industry continues to expand with more investors, more studios, more ideas, more just craziness, I feel like we're going to see more high-budget failures. And I find this to be so bizarre because back in the day, if you had a game with good enough graphics or a good gameplay loop or even an incredibly good story, it would find a way to succeed. But now you can dump all the money you want down the hole and it's still going to never float up. I don't know what I'm even saying. My point is Concord failed. This is insane. Concord, man, literally the biggest Sony failure ever. But I'm glad to be getting that refund, I'll be honest with you. I bought that Ultimate Edition for $60. I also think I bought a friend a copy for $40. And I put that, so I think I'm also going to get refunded for that because I gifted that, I think. So I'm going to get $100 back. Thank you for watching the video. If you could, please give this video a like and subscribe if you haven't already. And please keep dreaming. And am I allowed to say that my Space Marine 2 video is coming out tomorrow? Am I not allowed to say that? Maybe I'm not allowed to say that. Cut that. Thanks so much for watching that video. If you want to see something else, you can always click this link to see what I put up last, or, subscribe and see what's coming up next. Also, I promise that whatever I do, it'll try not to suck.